Yeah. Way up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here.
Good morning.
And New Mano.
New Mano.
In the mix.
I'm back.
Yes, Mano is in the building. You know why. He's here because it's a Wednesday, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we do Tell Us a Secret, and
I like to judge.
Yes, he likes to judge.
Judge Mano is what I like to call him.
They were so mad on this last Tell Us a Secret.
Why do you think they were mad?
The 20-pack is excessive.
What is a 20-pack?
But here's the thing. Tell Us a Secret is supposed to be people just telling us a secret. It's not a judge. And we're supposed to, kind of like a confessional.
No, but we got to give them some game, though.
I don't know. I think you're supposed to listen.
We're supposed to just be
that's
like,
not the world, though. That's not the world we live in.
That's why we do that here.
No, I'm the reflection of the world.
No, Mano.
This is supposed to be a safe place.
I'm the world.
A safe place.
I'm not safe.
We know. But up here on Tell Us a Secret,
you are supposed to be safe, okay?
Stop clenching your teeth. You're going to be fine. Mano is shaking. But if you haven't seen it, you can see it on @WayUpWithYee on Instagram. And Mano, I'm sure you posted it as well.
Yeah, they still talking about that.
I left a comment last night and I said, City Girls Up.
Yeah, y'all really down with that one.
He has no idea. With the Tell Us a Secret, he cheated on her 3 different times.
Yeah.
And she retaliated. By sleeping with 20 different people over the course of 4 or 5 months.
Just 4 months.
Angela, you feel like...
I mean, she said she was going to party, she was doing whatever, and they're still together. So,
yes.
You know, she did what she felt like she wanted to do.
She did what her natural self
free will. And they're still together, and he just doesn't know. And some people feel like, oh, well, you violated yourself by doing that and X, Y, and Z. I'm not here to judge you.
Right. However, Mano is very bothered.
Mano is here for that.
I just want to understand.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, Tell Us a Secret is happening today, and you guys can always call us up. 800-292-5150 is the number.
Okay.
In the meantime, shine a light on them. Mano doesn't judge these. He actually likes these.
I love to shine a light.
We love these. These are always positive.
Yes.
So we got to shine a light. And you guys will call in, say something positive about somebody who's done something amazing for you.
Okay.
Also, Telfar is joining us today.
Yay.
You know the Telfar bags.
Oh, I know those bags.
Mm-hmm.
They call them the, quote, Bushwick Birkins. Okay? These bags are in demand heavily.
Can you ask him how he feels about that?
You like the Telfar bags?
I don't have a problem with him. I'm not against them.
The bags?
Why would I be against them?
They're amazing.
They're cool.
Yeah. No, I was talking about the term. The Bush.
I mean, you know.
I don't have a problem with it.
Can you ask him about how he feels?
Oh, Telfar.
Yes, ask him about
it.
Not
Mano.
me.
No, he's right here. I can ask you.
All right. Well, 800-292-5150. Shine a light on them. Let's get it started. Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here. And New Mano. Manovations in the building.
Yes.
And we are shining a light. Now, let me tell you who we want to shine a light on today.
Okay.
My best friend is in town.
Yay.
Only for one day, Santi. Santi Gold. She's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Santi Gold.
You know her from the Brooklyn We Go Hard.
That's right.
That was her song that Jay-Z sampled. It's called Shove It.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I was with her yesterday, and I always say this. People ask me, like, how did I end up getting into real estate at all, buying my first home in Brooklyn, a brownstone? It was really because of Santi.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. That's my, we used to be roommates. We met in college. We both went to Wesleyan University, and then afterward, we lived together in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And she was buying a brownstone, and that encouraged me to start looking. I never even thought about it.
Yeah.
Until she was looking for a house. So I went with her on her journey, and then she helped me a lot, like in the process of me doing it, with getting the house inspected and giving me all different types of advice because she was doing it. And so, that's why you got to surround yourself with people that inspire you.
Is she from Brooklyn?
She's from Philly. Shout out to Mount Airy.
Shout out to
All right,
Philly.
now who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Hey, what's up, Mug?
Hey, how y'all doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my beautiful girl, Tasha. She has her own cotton candy business called Dose of Sugar, and she's doing her thing. She started from the ground, from the mud, and I'm just seeing her continuously putting hard work in, and the effort's starting to pay off. So I just want to shine a light on her and tell her, I love her, and I see her putting that work in.
Okay, we love that. I love cotton candy.
And we love a supportive man, too.
Okay, what's the website one more
Yes.
time?
At Dose of Sugar, DOSE.sugar.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Y'all guys have a blessed day.
You too. Latoya, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my newly founded football team, the Bronx Bulldogs, and all our staff. I love you guys. I greatly appreciate y'all, and we're going to the trip this year.
Okay, the Bronx Bulldogs.
I like that. BX stand up.
Thank you. Anyone looking for their kids to join, we take boys, we take girls, 5 to 14. We practice every Saturday and Sunday in St. Mary's Park from 11 to 2.
And what's your part in all this?
I am the president. I'm the founder of it.
Oh,
okay,
yes.
President. Okay, founder. Tuck yo ish. All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on Them, 800-292-5150. You can always call and leave a message in case you can't get through. And that was brought to you by Born in Roma by Valentino, available at Macy's. Let me spritz myself right now. And we have a Yeetie when we come back. Hold on, let me spritz. Jonathan Majors, let's talk about all of the fallout that he is experiencing. He's losing more situations, and it looks like there might be some exposés on the way. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
Yes.
Jasmine from the JasmineBrand.com is here.
Good morning.
All right, let's get into the Yeetie. Jonathan Majors. Now he's been dropped from multiple projects, and this is according to reports. So, The Man in My Basement, that was based off of a Walter Mosley novel.
Okay.
Also, an ad campaign for the Texas Rangers MLB team, an unannounced fifth season's Otis Redding biopic that he was supposedly up for. All of these things now he's been, I guess, cut from. In addition to that, we already talked about this yesterday, but his management company and his publicists have also cut ties with him. This is all following these domestic violence allegations after a March 25th incident where he had a dispute with the woman who had minor injuries to her head and neck. She was taken to the hospital with those injuries.
Wow. So everybody just cut him off.
And from what I'm hearing, I was reading reports that there's going to be a couple of articles that are doing really deep research into exactly what happened. So I guess they're doing some more digging, and there might be things
that we don't
know about yet that are about to surface.
All right, Mano.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
All right, now, since we're talking about that, let's talk about another trial situation. Praz from the Fugees. He testified in his own trial yesterday.
Free pause.
Now, I have to say this, okay? I kind of felt him when he was discussing.
Yeah, you and I were
was
talking about it.
So, basically, the whole trial is that he was funneling money from this Malaysian businessman to the, at the time, Barack Obama was running for president, to that campaign.
Okay.
And so he didn't realize he was violating any laws. So basically, according to Praz, he said that this Malaysian billionaire, Joe Low, gave him money because he wanted to take a picture. He said he wanted to meet Barack Obama and take a picture. Praz is like, it's going to cost you $1 million. So the guy gives him $1 million, and he's like, okay, good. I'll just take this money and we'll have a dinner for Barack Obama as a fundraiser. I'll pay some people. They can make donations to come, and then I'll pocket the change.
Right.
Not knowing that you can't do that, okay?
I didn't know you couldn't. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's like funneling money from somebody, I guess, out of the country. So, according to Praz, he said, I thought I could just give my friends money to contribute to the campaign.
Right. Praz is innocent.
I gave my money to those people to make the donations. He
Exactly.
said some people actually didn't donate and kept the money. And he said that he thought the money was his money, and he said he could have spent it however he wanted and not at Lowe's direction. He said, I could have bought 12 elephants with it. So between $700,000 and $800,000 of that money went to friends of Praz, who then donated it to the Obama Victory Fund Committee. Now, prosecutors said that is funneling donations, and that's illegal. And Praz said, I didn't know that.
Right.
I didn't know you couldn't do that.
Neither did we.
Yeah, so he said, I just did something stupid. And that's what it is. So he said he just was doing what people do, charging people for your services.
Right. He's innocent. Free him.
Okay.
All right. Now, Soulja Boy's ex-girlfriend, by the way, took the stand, and she's talking about the alleged abuse that she suffered at his hands. She was also showing photos of her injuries. She said it was an assault and kidnapping, allegedly, that occurred at his home in Malibu and reportedly lasted for 6 hours. She said as she was leaving, an argument ensued between her and one of his assistants. She said she was knocked to the ground, kicked in the stomach, and she said that Soulja Boy told her she was going to die as he held a large gun to her head. All right. She said that she was tied up with duct tape and showered to clean her up from the beating that she received. And she says that the other assistant offered to let her go if she performed oral sex on him. So we'll keep you guys updated on what's happening. But she took the stand in the civil trial on April 11th and 12th. Mm-hmm. She also showed her alleged injuries, which included 3 fractured ribs, also texts and DMs allegedly sent to her by Soulja Boy. Those are all the details that we know right now.
Yikes.
And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night.
Okay.
Mano was in these streets.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you about a movie that he previewed, and he said it was really good. So it's Way Up with Angela Yee, About Last Night next.
Last night. So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
All right, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here.
Yes.
And Mano is in the building.
I sure am.
Now, Mano, about last night.
Yep.
Last night, you actually went out and saw the George Foreman movie.
Yeah, I went to a premiere.
What's it called? Big George Foreman?
Big George Foreman.
The miraculous story of the once and future heavyweight champion of the world.
Right.
How was it? George Foreman has an amazing story.
Yeah, he really does. He comes from nothing, comes from poverty, like so many of us do. What I like about the story is very inspirational. What I got from it is that you never give up. It's never over. It's never too late. You know, he went back and was able to retain the title 20 years later. You understand?
He was like the oldest
he was like
heavyweight
40,
champion or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, this is after he already left boxing and became a preacher.
And he left boxing because he almost died.
Well,
Is that what happened?
No. He left boxing because he got the word from God.
Oh, okay.
Like God spoke to him. And God told him that he didn't need to be boxing, he needed to be preaching. And that's what he did. He did that for maybe like 15, 20 years or something like that. I can't remember that exact time, right? But the whole thing is about motivation and inspiration for me. Never give up. Mm-hmm. It's never too late, and it's never over. As long as you got the opportunity, as long as you breathing, as long as you got your freedom, you got every day. You got another day to step into your greatness.
He went back into the ring at 45 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? Because he was he broke? Is that what?
Yeah, he had entrusted his money to this guy, and he made some bad investments. He was stealing money, and then he turned around and he didn't have no money, so he had to do what he knew how to do, and he got back into the ring. But he was able to not only get back in a ring and win some bouts, but actually win the title. So he became champion again.
That's
like
dope.
40 plus years. Yeah.
How did the guy that played him was Chris Davis? How did he do?
He did very well. I think they casted it really well.
Okay.
And it comes out April 28th.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Now, do they also talk about the George Foreman grill?
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, but you cannot talk about George Foreman because he really got a whole new life. And we're only talking about this because it's a real story, obviously. So it's not like we're giving away a plot of something we've never seen before. This is really based on his real life story. So the George Foreman grill. Right.
And they make mentions to it. They say, that little grill investment you made is making a lot of money.
I bet it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it started,
Did y'all have a George Foreman?
Who's y'all?
I had a George Foreman grill. I used to use that.
No, but who's y'all? Because I see you trying to go somewhere.
No, Mano. Did you?
Who's y'all?
Mano
Me
and Angela.
you.
We're on the show together.
Oh, I thought this was something else.
Mano, why are you so defensive today? Tell us a secret.
Mano, something going on with Mano today.
I don't know what's going on.
I had to rub Mano's hand and calm him down earlier today.
That's crazy.
Tell us a secret, Mano. What you going to tell us?
I had a George Foreman.
Okay.
Yeah, I did too.
Y'all had one? All right, so no, but thank you for sharing that with us because now I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie.
I am too.
Yeah. And I'm a huge boxing fan, so it's always fascinating to me when things like this happen because he did become a preacher, like you said. He was a minister, and then he went back in the ring at 45 to become the oldest champion, the oldest heavyweight champion.
It's never over. Ever.
That's right. But it's also a story about how you got to invest your money well.
That's
so that
right.
if you didn't want to do that, you wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
And then becoming an entrepreneur, and the George Foreman grill was no joke. Now we have air fryers.
We do.
Who invented that?
So we're not using the George Foreman grill no more?
I haven't used it in years.
I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
It's over?
Y'all still use it?
No.
Mano,
do
saying y'all.
Mano, do y'all?
Who is y'all?
You and Harmony, do y'all still use?
Well, speaking of tell us a secret, okay?
This is
When we
crazy.
come back, we want you guys to tell us a secret. This is Mano's favorite segment. He only comes up here when we have tell us a secret. 800-292-5150 is the number. If you want to share with us, tell us a secret. Remember, it's no judgment. All right. So I know that everybody's not part of our family, and they might just see clips online and not understand that tell us a secret is a judgment-free zone. But that's what it is. 800-292-5150. Tell us a secret on Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for Tell Us a Secret. That's why Mano's here.
It's my favorite segment.
Yeah. He's always like, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
He gets like, hello, good morning. He gets riled up.
Yeah, he does. And then he's like, no, I'm judging. I'm like, Mano, that's
No.
the whole point, is that you're not supposed to. People got to feel like they can say anything.
I just need understanding.
Okay.
That's it. I'm just looking for understanding.
All right. Well, let's get some. All right. 800-292-5150. Remember, you're anonymous, and Mano's going to do his best not to judge you. Hello, anonymous caller.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here. Mano's here. Jasmine Brand is here. We're here for you to tell us your secret with no judgment on our parts.
Okay. So my girlfriend has been dying for like the last 3 or 4 years to be proposed to, but she doesn't know. Next month, I'm taking her out to vacation, and I'm going to propose to her.
Woo!
Yay!
You're a good guy,
Thank
man.
you guys. Thank you guys.
So you have the ring
I'm so
already and
excited.
everything?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And so is it going to be just the two of you? I always wonder when people propose, like, do you prefer a really private, intimate?
Yeah, so we're just going to be on the beach. I already have like a photographer planned. She's going to be hidden and stuff.
Ooh.
How long y'all been dating?
So we've been together. It'll be 6 years this December.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so a couple things here. So you have a photographer, right? So does that mean her hair will be done, her nails will be done? Because you want to make sure you look really nice in these pictures
Right.
as a woman.
Yes. So I'm going to try to tell her, like, since we're going on vacation because it's her birthday week. I'm going to try to tell her I'm going to take her out for breakfast for her birthday and stuff.
Oh, so
and,
she gets
watch
done
the
up.
sunrise. So I'm going to try to get her dressed up all nice and stuff.
Okay, good. I'd be so concerned, like, don't propose to me and I'm not prepared.
looking
And
crazy.
my
So
nails-
you won't say yes just because
No, I'm
you're
just
not
saying, if
done.
you're as a photographer, you want the moment to be amazing,
I mean,
but you also want to
can
look good in the
propose.
pictures.
You can propose straight out of the bed.
You can.
You can.
But that's not what he's going to do.
With a photographer there, you know.
Yeah, I'm the onyx side. That's why I just thought I'd share that with you guys.
All right, well, thank you. Well,
Congratulations.
congratulations, and thank you for sharing. And please check back in afterward and send us some pictures. We want to see it so we can post it.
Yes.
I got you. All right, thank y'all.
Thank
Bye.
you. Hello, anonymous caller. Tell us a secret.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
So, my secret kind of is probably like 4 or 5. I actually literally got you mixed up with what is Flocka's ex name?
Oh, Tammy Rivera.
Sammy Rivera.
Tammy. Yes. I thought like y'all was kind of like the same person. But y'all kind of do look. Both of y'all fine hair, but that thing. But that was my figure. I kind of got y'all mixed up, and it meant no disrespect. It's just I admire both of y'all.
Okay, well, thank you.
That-
I'm not gonna lie. When Love and Hip Hop first started and people saw her for the first time, mad people was tagging me like, "Oh, you and Tammy
Okay.
favor each
Yeah,
other."
both of y'all, cause y'all got those those pitchful cheeks, like you know.
Chubby cheeks.
Oh, you
Yeah,
trying to shoot your shot?
Hey, I ain't not yet. I'm too broke for that.
Man, you might as well go for it, man.
Did
Confidence,
Walker
bro.
know you tried to holler at Tammy?
Oh, he trying to holler at you.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
saying he
Walker
thought I was.
stupid.
Okay.
Walker,
You ain't gotta hate on another man just because you wanted to holler at his girl.
No, I'm calling him dumb because he messed that up. How you make Tammy a egg?
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing with us.
Okay, y'all have a good one.
All right, you too.
What's up, anonymous caller? Tell us a secret.
Hi, so my secret is that I actually lied to my ex and told her that I cheated on her so she could divorce me.
What?
Wow.
Why did you want to
Yeah.
get a divorce? I'm just curious.
I was dealing with a narcissist, and that was the best way out. She was so upset she didn't even want any money. She just wanted the house, and I let her have it. So it was a win for me.
Interesting.
So you're happily divorced. Now, what if she would have said, it's okay, we could work through it? What would you have done?
I may have had to actually cheat and get caught.
Wow, that's crazy. You know what, though? I've always said that men don't like to break up with women. They like to do messed up things, so you break up with them.
Really? Huh. Okay.
You think that's true?
For me, personally, yes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easiest way to avoid conflict.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. No judgment.
All right. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Hello, anonymous caller. Tell us a secret.
Okay, so my secret is I took revenge and got somebody back where justice needed to be served. So I ended up going into their house and spreading like sardine juice, like putting some sardines in the vents and pouring sardine juice in their shoes and all on their clothes. And then I poured like milk in between the mattress and the box screen.
Oh my gosh.
And I stole a couple of items that were mine back.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I assume this had to be an ex or something.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So they did something crazy, but nobody was helping you legally.
Not at all, nope.
Okay. Hey, sometimes you got to get your get back.
Kind of creative.
Yeah. And look, getting your own stuff back, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like I stole my car, Jody. You
funny.
Oh, but them sardines, that is so disgusting. And that mattress and that gotta go after you pour that milk.
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it stinks in there.
All right, well, I'm not mad at it. Nobody got hurt.
Nope.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. Thank you, Mano, for not being judgmental today and keeping quiet when I know you wanted to scream.
Judge Mano.
Judge Mano. And when we come back, we have Yeetie. Let's talk about NLE Choppa. He's been going hard trying to get at Megan Good. Calm down, Mano. But now, there's a wrench in the plans. We'll tell you what it is. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And New Mano. Mano is in the building, and we're doing Yee tea. Okay, let's see how Mano feels about this. NLE Choppa. According to his ex, Marissa Dene, she is saying that she's expecting a child with him and that he's been absent during her pregnancy. Now, he's on the episode of Lip Service that just dropped yesterday where he did say that he's single.
Okay.
And he's not trying to be in a relationship. And she posted, I've really been trying to hold it down and keep it together, but I'm really honestly just fed the F up. You constantly trying to holler at folks, take folks on dates and etc., but you have failed to show up for your child that you paid for me to have. You think because you may pay a doctor bill or send a few dollars for certain that changes the fact that you're absent as F. I've had 31 appointments since we placed our child in my stomach, and you have not showed up to one because you're working and busy. I accepted it at the moment, but you're telling me you don't got time for doctor's appointments, but you got time to want to take folks on vegan dates. You got time to continue to shoot your shot, but not for your child.
Not the vegan dates.
I know, that's next level disrespectful. You got time to want to fall in love with someone else, and age ain't nothing but a number, but have not showed up for your child. I've seen you twice my whole pregnancy, and I'm past halfway done. If you was doing what the F you was supposed to be doing, I wouldn't be able to say anything about what you're doing. I try to do it's your way, let you paint this picture, etc., but you literally are not doing what you're supposed to do, and I have a problem.
Ooh, that was a long message, and that was
longer than that.
Yeah, it wasn't even a whole thing.
But vegan dates
diets
specifically.
Or vegan dates.
Yep. So all that means is Megan Good is still available.
What? And you telling me that
because
Mano and
little
Megan.
Mano-vation for today.
Mano and Megan. That sounds cute.
Mano and Megan. What would that be?
That sounds cute.
That sounds couple goalish.
It does. Megan and Mano.
Mano Good. He'll change his last name and everything.
Crazy.
And he's
you out of pocket.
NLE is too young
you out
for
of
her.
Pocket.
So I think you're age appropriate for Megan.
Man, that's wow.
Mano would change his last name.
Yeah, he would.
Mano Good.
I know that's right.
No more Mano Bad.
Mano Good. Mano not bad. Make them good.
Now we'll tell you who else is available. Young Miami. She is on the cover of The Cut.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that she said is that I guess her relationship, whatever it was with Diddy, she refuses to put a title on it, is over.
Okay.
She said it pretty much fizzled out when it was revealed that he welcomed a newborn daughter last October. They were inseparable at one point, frequently spotted out together, but I guess now she's done.
The baby was
So
too
I
much
thought
for her.
I thought she knew about the baby.
We don't know what she
did. No, she did say she knew about the baby.
Yeah, and maybe that was
Allegedly.
it still. I mean, even if I know, then it happens. You're like, She said, I always had such a strong personality that everybody that I came in contact with has always loved me. Before I was famous, I was hood famous. Like everybody in the city knew me. I was doing club appearances. They would book me and people would come and just want to party with me. I think it was always the way I carried myself. I was popular on the internet. I always had the best men in town. I was just the talk of the town. I was always just that girl.
Okay.
All right, so you can read that whole profile on her in The Cut.
Oh, I'm sad that they're not together anymore, or whatever it was called. I liked them.
Well, maybe she's...
You sad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, maybe she's happy, but they
Yeah,
did.
she's
They are
fine.
still friends, even though they're no longer romantic. That happens.
Yep, it does happen.
It's good when you can still remain friends, right?
Right. You know about that? About remaining friends?
What story is next, Angela?
All right. Well, I guess that's it. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some under the radar. Is there anything under the radar anybody here wants to share?
I have some under the radar stuff about Mano I like to share.
I bet you do.
We'll get into all of that. Also, Swizz has previewed new Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, and there's a new collab. We wanted to play some of it, but it's so dirty we can't.
Oh.
Can't play none of it?
We can't play like even a snippet because it's going to just sound like...
What's the name of it? Do we know the name of the song?
So it's going to be... out April 21st.
Okay.
And he said, life begins then. So we don't know. It's going to get you out of your comfort zone, though. We do, however, know that much.
Okay, cool.
All right. And that is your Yeetie. Again, we have Under the Radar when we come back. And those are stories that are not necessarily headline news, but we think they're interesting. We think that you need to know about them. They're flying under the radar, and we're bringing them to you. And sometimes something is so major that we can't not talk about it.
Right.
But we got that coming up for you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee, Under the Radar next.
News. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, and
New Mano
is here, and it's time for Under the Radar. These are stories that are not headline news, but they've been flying under the radar.
Okay.
All right, so a swim instructor mom has warned parents not to buy blue swimsuits for your kids. A lot of people are in the pools right now or getting ready for that. And Nikki Scarnati, who is a mom of two, and she's also a swim instructor in Spring Hill, Florida, said that she doesn't want her kid to wear blue bathing suits, a blue swimsuit, because it's difficult to see her under the water and even in calm water. So do not buy a blue bathing suit. You guys have kids.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I have a daughter, and I take her to swim class. And I don't know if I have any blue swimsuits for her, but I'm glad. This is good advice, I feel like.
Yeah, you can look on TikTok and see it, but here is Nikki Scarnati.
This is why you do not put your children in blue bathing suits. Look how difficult it is to see her under the water. And this is in calm water. This is not with a whole bunch of other kids playing and splashing around and having a good time. Even look in the sunlight. Look how difficult it is to see her with that bathing suit on, because it's the same color as our environment.
All right, so there's all kinds of advice that they are giving on how you can actually keep kids safe in the water.
Okay.
Barriers and alarms, like fencing around pools and alarms on doors and windows that open to the pool so an adult is alerted when they're open. Supervision, close, constant, and capable. Water competency, meaning both adults and children should know how to swim. Ooh, I X'd out of that one.
Yep.
Life jackets are needed whenever on or around open and natural bodies of water and when boating. And emergency preparation, like performing CPR, keeping a phone poolside so you can quickly call 911. All right? The bathing suits make a difference.
It does.
Now, since we're giving advice, let's talk about hotels. All right? Now, somebody who worked at a popular hotel for 3 years is giving advice on things that you should not waste your money on when it comes to booking hotel rooms. We're always traveling. So, Premium hotel rooms aren't usually worth it. They said it's tempting to upgrade your room. Having a suite is nice, but they're significantly more expensive than the basic rooms depending on the hotel. The suites aren't really that much nicer. They just have a bit more space. So unless you're going to be there for a considerable amount of time, they recommend just sticking with a basic room.
Okay.
You know, one thing I learned too, sometimes book a basic room and then when you get there, ask if there's upgrades available. Sometimes it's cheaper if you do it that way.
Right. When you get there.
Right, and they'll be like, oh yeah, for $50 more.
Right.
Instead of paying like that extra crazy fee.
Right.
But if it's no upgrades, you stuck in that room.
Yeah, you are stuck in that room. But you save some money. Right? They said it's usually worth it to opt for a hotel in a centralized location instead of paying for cabs. That's a fact. So you might be like, it's cheaper to stay here, but then by the time you're paying for all these cabs and Ubers, you end up paying way more money than if you would have just stayed someplace that's close to where everything is at.
Right.
Cancellation policies on third-party sites unnecessary. Sometimes they have better options when it comes to booking hotel rooms, but there's a lot of hidden costs. And also, if you want to, and I've seen this a lot lately, if you want to get a fully refundable, cancelable option, it costs more money.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it'll say non-refundable and then you're stuck. So if you go directly through the hotel, they have a lot more of a flexible cancellation and refund policy. And a lot of times when you do it directly through the hotel, you can also call them, even if it says non-refundable. Sometimes they'll work with you.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to do all of these things.
Right.
Avoid buying travel toiletries ahead of time.
Yes.
Who does that?
Maybe some people do.
And bring toiletries to a hotel?
Some people bring
travel
toothbrush and toothpaste. And
yeah, you know, you go to the little travel place, you get your disposable razors, you might get like a little mini shampoo and conditioner.
I thought you were supposed to go to the hotel and take that stuff out with you, like this right here that Jasmine got.
She does have hotel lotion.
That's not hotel
and
lotion.
I always go and when I check in, I'm like, can I get a toothbrush and a toothpaste and a razor?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, you know, certain things like that, they're telling you just be careful. Also, stop buying bottled water. They said bring a water bottle and fill it up at the hotel. Sometimes those bottled waters are extremely expensive.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay.
And I also, instead of ordering room service, will order like Uber Eats or DoorDash
That's
or
a good
Grubhub.
idea. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. And when we come back, we do have the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Telfar is going to be joining us. You know I love a Telfar bag, Telfar clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So the founder, Telfar Clemens, is going to be joining us. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, and Mano is here.
Yes.
New Mano.
New Mano.
And I just saw I got tagged in this on Reality Chat, but Basketball Wives. I'm gonna clear it up too, since my name is
you in the blogs, Angela?
Was brought up. But I guess on Basketball Wives, on this latest episode, Jackie, Christy, and Jennifer have been going back and forth, and Jennifer has this documentary that she's been working on. Here's what happened.
Why are you telling these ladies that you're a producer on my show?
I didn't never say I was no producer. That's a goddamn lie.
I never claimed to be anything on the project. She knows that she called me and asked me for help. I gave her the help. We've talked numerous times about it. She's a liar. I'm not pulling this on my
All right, so the documentary that they're talking about, Jennifer, remember the guy that she was dating scammed her out of her car, her Range Rover. She never got the car back.
Right.
And so when it all happened, it was unfolding like on social media. And she and I spoke, and then I was like, you know, we were like, this would be a great documentary because all these people started coming forward that this man had scammed out of money, out of cars, and all of that. And the first thing we did was call this guy Dennis Reed. He's in Detroit. And he does, you know, he produces movies. So we actually spent our own money going out and interviewing some of these alleged victims.
Right.
So y'all did a documentary on the scammer.
Yes. Instead of, you know, being upset about it, I felt like it would be like, let's take the power back. All these other people he did this to, his own family members even. Let's just document this. You know, Tinder swindler was big.
Right. It's really compelling story too when you listen to all the alleged victims.
Yes. Wow. I mean, it was fascinating.
Right.
Really?
And so
wild.
I was like, why not monetize the situation, but also bring to light that this man is a serial scammer.
Allegedly.
Yeah. No, it's pretty much. I mean, he ended up giving her money back, but I don't want to give away anything that's in this. But you know, there's things that are definitely on record.
Right.
This was her boyfriend.
that she dated him, but yeah.
So what's going on with her and Jackie?
So I guess Jackie, and I didn't watch the episode, I just saw this.
The clip.
But I guess she was saying that, Jennifer came to her for help or was trying to, and whether or not that happened, I have no idea, but she never mentioned that. But I know this all happened really quickly. And so the people that, and Jennifer said the only people that, she went to for help on this was, that she spoke to about was me, Dennis, Deanna, and Mona. Mona's another woman that he allegedly scammed.
Okay.
And she also said that Jennifer said she was an executive producer on Notorious Queens with Datari Turner. She said this show has been in the making since the pandemic. That's true.
Right. And I remember coming with you to film.
Yeah. So
in Atlanta.
So that's that. All right. Just because it was out there and I wanted to.
You on the blogs, girl.
Tell the first-hand side.
Viral.
All right. Serena Williams is going to be doing a new memoir, and they're saying that offers could hit beyond $10 million. Ooh. They said the book world is buzzing that she's selling a memoir and speculates that there are 8-figure deals on the table. They said the deal might already be closed. We're not 100% sure about that, but she already had her own book out previously, and so now here's a new one. And I think we love hearing from Serena Williams.
We do. Did you read her old one?
Yep.
Okay. Was it good?
Yeah, sure did.
Okay.
Jasmine, would you do a memoir?
Not right now.
It ain't time.
You were doing a book though at one point. Yeah.
Mano, what about you? Or would you do a book?
Mano Woods.
Yeah.
Or is something cooking?
No. No, it's not time yet.
And Angela, what about you? Would you do a book?
Yeah, I think now is a great time. I've been having some deals on the table as well.
Okay.
I wanted to wait till I started this show until it was like a year in.
I would love to read both of your books.
Well, the book that I got coming is not a memoir.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
The memoir.
We definitely need the memoir, though.
I need the memoir.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be called Tell Us a Secret.
Angela, what should your book be called?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
This is
Yeety.
crazy.
They both would be juicy.
Would your book be juicy?
Yeah.
But I'm a man. I can't go but so far. Because then it becomes like
Mano got some stories.
It's like it's like
Mano done did some things now.
Angela, you had some stories too.
I've been around a lot of incidents. The hard part is, do you tell everything? Because some things don't involve you. So you might have been there, but yeah, you're telling other people's secrets too. So that's the going too far.
Okay,
might have to put some code names. But that is your Yee. And when we come back, it is a Wealth Wednesday, so we are going to be talking to Jill Courtenay. She's the director of As You Sow. And basically, it's a nonprofit, and they work with a lot of different companies to make sure you know where your money is going with your 401k. In particular, are you investing in gun stocks and don't even know it? You should be aware of all of that.
Wow.
And then Telfar is joining us today, too. And I love Telfar products, all right? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
All right, it is Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my Wealth Wednesday partner, Stacey Tisdale.
Happy Wealth Wednesdays, everybody. Happy Financial Literacy Month.
That's right, and we've been talking about this behind the scenes, but today we have a special guest joining us, Jill Courtenay.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Jill. And Jill is with As You Sow, which is an organization that helps individuals, institutional investors, and corporations socially consciously invest, and helps a lot of individuals out there who might not know they do things like own gun stocks in their 401ks, identify that and make different choices. And that's one of the reasons that we wanted to talk to you today. I know everybody's so tired of these headlines about mass shootings over and over again. As of April 10th, there were 11,523 people died from gun violence in the United States. And I think there's been 146 mass shootings so far this year. Just this past Saturday, 4 people were killed and 28 were injured in Dadeville, Alabama. And then we're talking about some of the stats for Black Americans.
Young Black Americans aged 15 to 34 experience the highest rate of gun homicides in the U.S., and Blacks are also 10 times more likely than whites to die by gun homicide, while just making up 12.5% of the population. And Black people are the victims of 61% of all gun homicides. I have a 401k. I have my Roth IRA. And truthfully, a lot of us, we do the match at work and you don't even know where your money is going, right? And so, Jill, can you talk to us about As You Sow and what you're focused on?
Yeah, so As You Sow, we are shareholder advocates. And what we do is we use data-driven studies and scorecards to help corporations identify where they're putting their shareholders at risk. And so we work with institutional investors. We work with large public companies. The institutional investors are the mutual funds, where most people have their 401k, pension funds. Most of the pension funds are government. And then we're also working with banks. And all of these places, they have trillions of dollars invested in the market.
This is a big issue for Black Americans right now because, as Angela was saying, this issue of gun violence so disproportionately affects us. But we are investing. I think since the pandemic, the majority of first-time investors to the stock market were Black. And you have about 53% of Black Americans owning 401ks. And 35% of, as you said, of U.S. stock funds include investments in major retailers of guns and ammunition. So if someone's like, I don't want to invest in these companies that disproportionately affect my community, what should they do?
Right, because some of us are doing it without even realizing our money is going into gun makers, ammunition makers.
Billions of dollars, yeah.
And so we have a platform. It's called gunfreefunds, with an S.org. And what we've done is we have taken the top 3,000 mutual funds and we are pulling out where are you invested in guns, in gun manufacturers, in retailers. And so you're able to actually look to see, it's like looking behind the curtain of what's in your mutual fund.
Right. So we can pick and choose and say, I don't want any of my money to be invested into these companies.
Yes. We're training people to network with people in your company. Let them know that they also could be investing in guns, military weapons, private prisons. There are all sorts of things in people's 401ks that they have just no idea.
So we do have the power to pick and choose where our money goes when it comes to these mutual funds?
It is your money.
Yeah, they have a fiduciary responsibility to take us out of what we don't want to be in.
Yes. Have conversations with your HR person. Most cases, 401k plan, you have options. Normally they'd give you maybe 10 to 12 options, sometimes more, sometimes less. If you drop the name of your mutual fund into gunfreefunds.org and you see that you are invested in guns and military weapons and other things that are completely contrary to your values, you can ask your HR manager to put you in a different fund.
Well, listen, this is valuable information. And, you know, they do say, according to polls, 63% of Americans want gun laws to change in this country, but a lot of people don't realize or may not realize that they are supporting gun companies and ammunition makers through their 401ks. And like Stacey started this off saying, there's been 146 mass shootings so far this year alone. All right. And so this is really an important issue for us to even be aware of. So we do thank you so much. Jill Courtenay, where can people find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, Jill Courtenay. It's Courtenay, or you can email at jcourtenay@asyousow.org.
Thank you so much, Jill. We really appreciate that and really wanted to bring attention to how, you know, collectively we do have the investment dollars to really move the needle on this issue. So really appreciate your help with that.
Absolutely do.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you for your interest.
All right. Well, thank you so much to my partner in Wealth Wednesday, Stacey Tisdale, for joining me. Also, Jill Courtenay, the director of As You Sow. Make sure you are aware where your 401k money is going, what you're investing in. It could be gun stocks. All right. And this was great. You know, I love Wealth Wednesdays every single Wednesday. And we do have Telfar joining us shortly. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now I'm back at it.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, and Mano is here.
New Mano.
And you know, it is a Wealth Wednesday, and one of my favorite things to talk about is money and investing.
Yes.
All right, so we were talking to Jill Courtenay earlier, and we were talking about 401ks, IRAs, not knowing if you have mutual funds, what your money is invested in. Sometimes it's like 500 different things that, you know, are pieces of investments.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you guys about your investments.
Right.
And if you're aware of like things that you're invested in. So, Mano?
Crypto.
Okay, how's
Chelsea
that
House.
working out? The crypto, like you did it at a good time? Did it?
I invested in crypto at a time, and I felt like it was doing well, but now it's not. It's not.
Did you ever
doing
buy anything with it, or did you leave it?
I just left it there.
Okay.
But then remember I told you I got scammed too.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I shouldn't laugh.
60 grand. Yes.
Yeah, I got scammed. But I invested in different things. I invested in stocks. I caught this information about this thing called Palatine, and I invested in that, and I had made some money off that. I made maybe like $30,000 off of that.
Okay, that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Because people be scared to invest because it is still like gambling.
Indeed.
It's a risk.
It is definitely.
You know,
it's like
but
Vegas.
my rule is always do not invest more than you can afford to lose,
Right.
and so that's that. Jasmine, what about you?
I do have some investment, some stocks with my business partner, but I'm about to do a big investment with you.
Yes, indeed. I'm proud of you.
I put my money up. This is probably the most money I've invested.
And I'm scared.
Yeah.
And I feel quite responsible for you.
Well,
But
I invest in people, so
Yeah.
I don't really invest in.
Talk that.
I don't invest so much in. I mean, it is a good deal, but you know, you're my friend, and I trust you, and
like I'm gonna try to protect it as much as because my money's invested
Yeah,
too.
your
and
money
that's
is-
another thing, right? When you think about investing, is the other person investing too?
Right.
That's important.
Yeah, and you really are investing. So
Yeah.
I can't wait when we get it when we can actually talk about it once the deal is
Hopefully
done.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
But and one thing I learned from my business partner in Private Label, that's the hair company I have in Detroit. He was like, "Listen, Angela, I only partner with people if they put up money too."
Yeah.
And that is an important thing because
Yeah.
sometimes people will try to get you to put up the money.
Everybody like to use other people's money. I like to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
but
to
he
do
was
that.
like, when we did our business together, he was like, you know, I put in some money too because everybody got to have something at stake. Because sometimes if
Right.
people don't put up money, they don't give a
It's
F.
different, right?
Yeah.
It's different when you don't have money, when somebody else is not putting up the money because they don't have nothing to lose.
All right, well, let's get into it. Telfar is joining us, and he's invested in himself as a designer, and he's going to talk about what he's doing when it comes to pricing and these amazing Telfar products. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
And Telfar Clemens is here. You know I'm excited. Okay.
I like that move.
And Telfar, first of all, from where you were the last time I saw you when I was in the Breakfast Club to where we are now, I just love to see this whole evolution.
Oh, and the same to you too. I'm so happy to be on Way Up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love being Way Up, with you. Yeah.
I'm so excited to have Telfar here. Now, you guys know when those drips happen, right? The drops, they tend to sell out quickly, but you've done something different with the pricing. So I want to talk about that first and foremost because I know for you, it's been important to make your products affordable.
Yes. Affordable, but accessible too. And, what we're doing with Live Price was that I really wanted people to be in the clothes the same way that you see the bags, which is the most accessible part of the brand. So we're wondering how to price this collection, and we thought of people being able to price it themselves because, what someone else can afford, someone else can't afford, and that doesn't always mean that you're cool because you can afford something. And I want the cool people to be in the cool things and for things to actually just be accessible.
And to take it back with Telfar, for anybody who doesn't know the history, the brand first started, was it in 2014?
No,
longer than that?
I've been designing since I was 15, and I officially started the brand in 2005.
Oh, way earlier than that. Okay, because for some reason, it's like...
You see, the internet is they
lie.
erase things. Yeah, they lie. But I've been working for, many decades and doing 2 collections a year. It was mostly clothes, and the bag was introduced in 2014.
Okay, that's what we're
so,
talking
yeah,
the bag.
The bag was
the
introduced in
Telfar bag.
2014.
What I love about it is that sometimes people feel like the more expensive something is,
that's like
the better.
It's better. Yeah. And that's why we're playing with that. It's like if you want to pay $450, which is what it would be,
right?
You can just wait. Don't
get
rush to the website,
right?
But the thing that happened with Live Price is that people stopped things from getting to be $450 because they really wanted it, and some things are $60, and I'm seeing the $60 thing in the way that I want to see myself in fashion. So it's been working really well.
So the way live pricing works is when something sells out, then the
it
price
stays that price forever, basically.
Okay.
And the basically part is important. Basically, when a thing starts, it starts at the lowest possible price, which is the wholesale price, what we would sell it to a store.
Okay.
So every second it goes up by a certain increment. Some things go up faster than others. And then once it sells out, that's the price that it stays forever.
Let's get some examples because I know you have your pricing in front
Yes.
of you.
Okay.
And
You
you
see,
came prepared. I want to make sure we use the notes.
There.
You see these notes?
Come on, Telfar. Let's hear this pricing because you know.
for instance, like the third drop that we have, so split sweats, which I don't have on. I have on Dazzle ones, but they'll start at 110 and they go up to 440. So if you want to be like, you know, a fashion person, you'll just like step back. And if it doesn't sell out, you can pay $440 for these pants. Or you could get it at 110 if you get it like the first second.
Okay.
You know? And then the cap t-shirt, it starts at $95 and it goes up to $380. You know?
So you got to get it right away.
Yeah, you got to
if
get it
wanna
right
save some
away.
money.
Like a crop t-shirt, which is coming out too. $55 is going to go up to $220.
Mm-hmm.
Our maxi ringer tank is going to go up from $45 to $180.
Has anyone
You know?
ever done this system of pricing before?
I don't think so.
Right.
You know, and the clothing is just so important to like what led people in the first place to the bag.
And you've done some great collabs too.
Yes.
By the way, the
Yes.
gold
Moose Knuckles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Special.
Moose Knuckles. How
How do you decide who you want to collab with? Because I feel like for you, it's not necessarily about like, you know, the money or the like. How do people come to you and then you say, yes, this works for me?
If I kind of grew up with this product or like sort of like a knowledge of what it is, that kind of is the first thing, you know? And it's also too, it's like if there's something that I'm not that good at making that another company can help me do, that's perfect.
I remember when you launched Telfar TV. So let's talk about that because you're so passionate about that and music too, like you said, as a DJ.
Yeah, they're kind of, you know, hand in hand. This is going to be like, it's the vehicle that we're going to be using to express ourselves and communicate with our customers. It's user generated right now. So, you know, people upload their things that they want us to see. And then we also too, like, we'll drop different things like, and people be able to get bags sooner and like things that we wouldn't post online. You know?
Right.
So it's like different feedback loops like that. And, you know, like we don't pay for ads and things like that. It's like people actually make all of the things and we repost them. And if something's really good, like once we post it, it's like that's how we give them a gift too. So it's like, it's like advertising that comes from the customer, you know? So it's never like, you know.
This is so unique.
Yeah.
And you got the chain on, so does that mean that there's a line of jewelry?
There's a line of jewelry that's out. You can expect sneakers. You can expect more and more clothes that are kind of be adding to our evergreen collection. And right now, too, I'm like working on the next chapter of the Liberian Olympic team for 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, because I dressed the Liberian Olympic team.
Look at that.
This isn't
Lucky
my
them.
uniform, but this is one of the ones from the street. And yeah, I mean, it's been kind of helping me build the vocabulary between my performance gear and like all these different things. But then also, you know, it debuts on them. The next one is going to be in Paris in 2024. So yeah.
With so many great things happening, right, for you and just so many different milestones, what could you say is something that stands out to you like, wow, this was one of the biggest things that ever happened to me?
It keeps happening every day. Like I really don't, you know, like I move. And the thing is, I should really be appreciative and step back and look at things. But like every single day, I'm like, wow, that's cool that happened. And then also too, what's next?
Yeah,
What's next?
Yeah, no,
What's
but
next?
sometimes you do have to take it in. Like, what is one thing that really totally blew your mind?
Okay, so I am becoming a doctor. I'm transitioning into turning a doctor twice next month. So I'm going to be Dr. Telfar Clemens.
Wait,
a doctor of fashion.
I was like, wait a minute.
Hemlines, streamlines, shapes. Yeah, but I'm getting a double doctorate from the business school where I went to, Pace University, and the New School University.
Oh, that's really exciting.
Yeah, so I think like the 15th and the 19th, and I hope I don't up my speech or whatever.
No, you won't. All right, well, Telfar Clemens is here with us, and I know we're going to get some more Telfar bags. Every time I wear my duffel bag, people go crazy for it. And we have more with him when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now back. Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the back. We Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm so excited about this because this is a brand that I support and love. But Telfar Clemens is here. He is the founder of Telfar, those designer bags that you see, but they are still affordable. And up to this point, you haven't had a brick and mortar location.
I know. Rainbow was really fab. And
They took over Rainbow.
Yeah, I think that I also too, you know, like the idea of having to go somewhere in the same place all the time, it bugs me. So I'm like kind of like, I want like a mobile shop. Like I want you to have to go to like Left Rack City, Queens to go and buy a Telfar so and so.
Right.
You know, and it's like about having like different varieties of places where fashion is available, and it's like I don't know if I want to be in the same place where other stores are, you know, and I want it to be like a destination space that you actually come and you get like dressed up in some that you're not gonna buy, you know, and like take a picture and then and all this and put it back, and you know, it's like that's what I want, you know, and like bring back loitering and like, you know, hanging out at a store, you know. Like, it's like all of that stuff and that energy of like kind of what I grew up, like kind of shopping, you know, like, which is like, you know, going to like Century 21 and like, things like that. You know what I mean? It's like
Century
you went down
closed.
there
I was so
because, you know, you got so much out of that experience, you know.
You know, when I was young, I used to go into Macy's in Flatbush, right?
That's a good one.
And try on clothes, but I was young. I didn't have any money, and I would literally bring like a whole bunch of things into the fitting room and just to try them on.
Wow.
I didn't have like.
I would change the tags. When I did all of that, I would be like, this one goes.
All right, well, that's illegal.
Hey, you know.
It's the truth.
Yeah, it's like Century 21. What kind of price do you want? You know.
I have so much Century 21 stuff that's reduced at home that I never wore. I just bought it because it was like a designer on sale.
Yes.
But
And
I'm
also
like,
too,
am I ever going to wear this?
Yeah, and having access to even being able to touch that designer's thing, or, you know, that's why that place was so special to me.
Yeah.
It's like I literally chose my college based on being like, I was like, oh, Century 21's down there and it's downtown. I'll go to school there, you know what I mean?
But what's going on for Fashion Week too?
I've
know you
been
gotta
trying to
start
stay
planning
away from it. I've been trying to stay away from it. We do our own thing that's just like Fashion Month.
Okay.
I think we're dropping a lot of new things. And I'm kind of building this new momentum that there's going to be new things all the time, and building up to this momentum that we're in a brick and mortar place where you're buying special things that you can't buy online. So those are my things that I'm meditating and, you know, hoping happen.
Manifesting.
Yeah,
I
right?
like that word. Yeah.
And also too, it's like what I hate saying stuff, and then you know, it is like jinxing it.
No, but it's two different things, right? Saying stuff because you know you're accountable now that I said it. Because you can make anything happen that you want to make happen.
Right. Last time I was here, I was like, I'm gonna open a store. Everybody's like, wait, what?
Now I gotta do it.
Yeah, but it's like that's like my biggest dream too, because it's like we've been doing all these different kind of like social interactions in a certain way and different pop-ups and things like that, and it's like this was like kind of like during COVID, and it's like I'm interested in the free world right now. That's like, oh yeah, you can, you know, have this many people in a certain place and have a situation that is public.
Did you get COVID?
Yeah, I get it all the time. I get it all the time. I'm a people person. What can I say? Even with the vaccination, you know.
I've never heard anyone say, I get it all the time.
I get it all the time. It's like I can't. You know, it's like I'm not gonna front. You know. Sometimes you need to. It's a way of being like, sit your ass down.
All right. Well, look, I'm manifesting some things for us to do too, because I love when you do these pop-ups, and I'm trying to, you know, be involved.
Okay.
With my
I'm
coffee.
also too so proud of you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So proud of you guys.
That means a lot coming from you. You know, I'm always excited when I get the Telfar is coming on the show email. So. All right. Well, Telfar, Clemens, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thank you guys.
You know, you got to always keep on coming and updating us on the drip.
Well, I'm happy to be here. I like my voice on radio.
I like my voice on radio.
You guys, make sure you pay attention. I get the emails all the time, so I know when it's happening. I put my alarm on so I can make sure I get the drops.
Yeah.
So that I can get it at the lower price.
Yes.
So, price.
Yeah, if you want to get it at the lowest possible price, you gotta, you know, get on there first. But if you are a fashionista with lots of money, you just wait. Get the full fashion price.
And if you go on Telfar TV, right, and get that.
If you go on Telfar TV on Roku or Apple TV, and also too, you can look at it on your phone, but sometimes we'll just drop bags on there and there's a special code and you don't have to wait in line for anybody, and that's like one of the perks of watching Telfar TV.
Okay, now.
Yeah, and
We
also
like a
seeing
perk.
some like wild videos and things like that.
Yeah, it's not regulated.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, we lit. Actually, don't watch it.
Well, thank you so much, Telfar. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. We way up.
Way up.
And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. If you have any advice, any questions you want to ask us, we are here for you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Everybody Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for Ask Yee. This is when you guys get to call in and ask questions about anything. It could be about your love life. It could be work. It could be friendships. You know, Jasmine Brand is here with me, and she also has some great insight. Hello, who's this?
What's going on, Giovanni from Patterson?
What's up, Giovanni? What's your question for Ask Yee?
All right, so I got this girl I used to talk to, right? I've been bringing her to my favorite bar that I go to, but it didn't work out. I wasn't really feeling it. And I met somebody else, and I kind of want to bring her to my favorite bar, but I know that this other girl's going to be doing it too. I already cut her off. So my question is, how do I keep being nice about it? Because she keeps calling. I don't want to cause any friction, and I don't want to have any problems with my new girl, with this old one at my favorite bar that I'm going to be going to.
Well, first of all, do you have to take this new girl to your favorite bar?
I don't have to, but like that's my place in Nirvana. I go there and I chill. It's like,
I know, but maybe at first, until you get this resolved, right? I wouldn't do that immediately. Let's just wait till you resolve things with this old girl, because that could end up being disastrous for you. And then with this old girl, you have to stop communicating with her. That's how people get the hint, and that's how she can move on.
You're right. I have to. So what, block her?
You don't have to block her, but you can just stop answering her calls. Do you
be less responsive?
Yeah, be less. Do you keep it real? Like, do you entertain her at all?
I'm not gonna lie. I did. Because listen, her dog passed away, so I have this dog in my shop, and I sent her a video of the dog, and that's why I up. I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. That's fine. Listen, and you can still redeem yourself. I think it's really important. I understand that being an empath myself, that you feel bad being rude to somebody who you really cared about. But if you're sending the wrong message, you're dragging this out.
So, wait, this is me? I'm the bad guy?
I'm not saying you're a bad guy because you're being nice, but what I'm saying is the message that she's getting is that there's still a chance because you're still communicating with her, and it'll be actually better for her because you probably feel bad. She still likes you. She still cares. I'm sure it's flattering, but at the same time, you're not going to be able to move on if you keep on communicating with her when she's clearly not over you, and she'll get over you faster if you make it very clear.
It's kind of like he's sending mixed signals.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. All right, no more mixed signals. I won't block her. I'll just take her off my following list, right? Do that?
Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I just think you don't need to communicate with her. If she's calling you, you don't have to answer. And you can also be very direct and say, listen, I care about you as a person, but I don't want us to keep on communicating because I don't want you to get the wrong message. And sometimes that alone should be enough. And then with your new girl, if she ever has any issues, be like, look, I sent her a message telling her that I'm not interested and that I don't want to keep on communicating because I don't want you to get the wrong message. And you want to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do, because if not, they could run into each other and she could tell your new girl, well, he's calling me, he sent me this video, he did this.
And also, not for nothing, even if you think this new girl's the one, stop bringing all your girls to this bar. You need to just wait a little bit.
Find a new spot.
Yes.
No, but you can have more, expand your horizons.
Yes, sheesh.
All right, listen. In Yeezy, I trust, because the last time I called you for help, you was in the morning show, the Breakfast Club, and I called you about my son. He wasn't born yet. Now, God bless him, he just turned 8 on Sunday, so
that's a while ago.
Thank you, because I was asking you, like, yo, what do I do, because I'm not ready to be a dad. He was like, man, you better tighten up and go get dad. So ever since then, I'm the best dad I could ever be, and I love my son to death. So thank you for everything. In Jesus, I trust.
Happy Father's Day, Angela.
I like that. In Jesus, I trust.
Happy Father's Day, Angela.
You should have named your son Angela.
I'll send you half the taxi. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good
Have
luck.
a good one, Missy.
Okay, you too.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Well, that was Ask Ye. When we come back, we have Last Word. That's when you all call in 800-292-5150 and you get to say whatever you want to say about today's show. Maybe you didn't get through to leave a comment earlier. We want to hear from you on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee and Mano's here. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. Mano, we had Tell Us a Secret today. That's why you really come in.
No, that's not true.
You love us too.
Yeah, I love y'all.
Yes.
Yeah,
But you also love Tell Us a Secret.
I'm part of the show.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Mano's got his own shows coming, so I cannot wait.
Ooh, I can't wait either.
Yes.
Big business.
Now, Mano, you're also traveling this weekend. You want to let people know where you're going to be
I'm
coming
be in
up?
Tampa all weekend.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna be at the Barclays tomorrow.
Oh, no, that's right. It's the playoffs.
Yeah, we performing.
Oh, nice. Gosh, I want to be
Halftime.
there, but I got to host a gala.
Oh. Yeah.
American Foundation for the University of the West Indies. But there is nothing better than seeing Mano, who's from Brooklyn, performing at the Barclays
That's right.
for our Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn
right.
Stand Up.
What songs you doing?
I'm gonna do the new joint, Vibe With Me.
Okay.
I like that one.
You think we
It's a
gonna do
little,
Slide?
you could tell he's a little bit of a player in that song.
Yes, you
still.
can.
would
You hear
you
them
say
lyrics? You
that?
hear them
Why
lyrics?
would you
I heard
say
them
that?
lyrics.
You say some spicy things in there.
You think so?
Yes.
Come on,
I
Mano.
wouldn't say.
All right, but go ahead, Mano. What else?
Maybe Slide, and I think they might have requested classic Only Above.
Oh, you got to do some class. Yeah,
I
because
like
that's
that.
inspirational for
Yeah,
the,
of
for our
course,
playoffs.
we here to give some inspiration, man.
For our Brooklyn Nets.
That's why we here. Main ovation.
Innovation.
Bring us some main ovation. Well, I
Yeah.
cannot wait for you to talk about that when you come back. I guess you'll be back next week, and Ramadan is over too.
Oh,
Ramadan
yes.
will be over. Shot o'clock will return.
Yes.
Suck it now.
I'll be back next week,
Okay.
and it's up, baby.
Shot o'clock, baby. And thank you to Telfar for joining us. He also, by the way, lives in Brooklyn now.
does.
But Telfar, his bags are just amazing. And his clothing I really enjoyed
He
too.
brought us gifts, and I appreciate that.
Yes, he did. And he is very good at sending things. My Telfar duffel bag is a fan favorite, and my backpack. So
I like your
Mano,
backpack.
you might want to get some Telfar stuff for some young ladies.
Yeah.
With an S.
Bags.
Yes, for the
Young
young
ladies.
ladies.
Okay.
Really?
Yes, Mano, good. But shout out to Telfar for joining us. Also, shout out to Jill Courtenay, who came by for Wealth Wednesday. She is the director of the nonprofit As You Sow. Make sure you know where your money is going. When you're investing in these 401ks into your IRA, you do have a say where your money is going. And, if you don't want to support some of these gun and ammunition companies, you don't have to. So we just want to make sure you're informed on all of that. So thank you to Stacey Tisdale for setting that up. That's Wealth Wednesday. And we will be back tomorrow. I know we're going to have some fun about last night's because Jasmine and I actually have to go out tonight.
We're going to have a time tonight,
Yes,
too.
we have a gala that I'm being honored at. Shout out to Union Settlement.
Yes.
All right. And as always, we leave with the last word. That's where you guys get to talk about the show today and have the last word. 800-292-5150 is always a number. You can always call and leave a message just in case you can't get through. Shine a light. Tell us a secret. Whatever it is, we are here to listen. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, what's good? Angela, Mano, and Jasmine from the JasmineBrand.com. I'm your boy, Gemini CJ, by way of Chicago, Chi-Town. That's right. I want to shine a light on myself. I don't mean to sound conceited or anything, but I just graduated with my master's degree in business administration. So I'm definitely excited, man, to see what ventures I'm going to come across in the near future, man. Enjoying the show. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it.
I just wanted to shine a light on my mom. My dad had gotten brain cancer last year, and it was really fast process. But my mom, who had been divorced for him for 5 years, dropped everything and stopped and helped him with his main caregiver. And I'd just like to shine a light on her because it was something that she didn't have to do. And I just want to tell her I love you. Love you, Mama.
I think y'all should call me back because I want to elaborate on how my boyfriend gets jealous when I do anything that doesn't involve him, as far as running errands, going to the gym. But it's like when I spend time with him, all I do is just sit on his bed while he plays video games all day.
It's showtime. Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.